Be strong.
Okay guys, welcome to my channel. So this is the part 2 of the video. So now you see we have this car. So actually I got this car model from a site I downloaded. So I'm just gonna bring this model here. That's nice. So what I'm gonna do is that I am going to put in a camera here. I'm gonna tweak this here, add a camera, so that's nice. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to raise this camera up, just going to rotate this. Nice. So this is a nice, well, I'm just going to click on this, bring this here, bring this down. I'm gonna click here, but that's too much. I don't want it to be like that, so I'm just gonna it's too much. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up. It's too close. It's what we want, but you can set your camera. I'm gonna bring this a little back. Let's see how it's gonna look better, but I want the light to show on this, kind of. So I'm just gonna bring this down. So good. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna scale this. Yeah, I'm gonna scale the camera much. Then we're gonna go here to output properties. Now I'm gonna drag hold for X and Y. Now I'm gonna click 1 2 0 0. This will give you a nice kind of look here. If we go here, it's giving us that look, but I don't want our wheels to show, so I'm just gonna bring this up. I don't want our wheels to show, so I'm just gonna bring this down. Let's see how we look if we bring it down. That's nice, but I want it from a far distance, so let's get this a far distance. Now we've done that, let's just get it to a far distance. Let's see if we, now that's kind of a nice photo I want. We want something like this, but I want to shift the car. Let's bring it here so we'll have some space, and let's get that. Let's increase the x-axis. That's kind of good. So now what I'm going to do is that I want to get our car a little bit forward to back. That's nice. Now we've gotten it well. So what I want is that I want our camera to be facing down. So I'm just gonna so I want our camera to be back a little bit. Let's just get our camera, move it. Now let's see how it's gonna look like. Yeah, so that's kind of nice, what I want. So let's get our camera that look. So nice. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring it down. Okay, so I'm just going to raise this up. So that's a very, very nice look. But let's bring the car forward a little bit. So let's see how it's gonna look like. So I don't want the car to be too close. Let's give it this far distance. Now that's a real nice look for this. And if we go here, you can see we have this nice kind of color. This is exactly what I want. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna reduce the background. Let's go with background. I don't actually want this, so I'm gonna PDF. No, let's go PDF volume. It won't actually make sense. I think it should be, let's see if it's no. Let's get our this in back. Could this be it? No. So no. Yeah, so there's it. So I'm gonna reduce the background to a little bit black. Our background should be. Now let's give our background strength a little bit more. I wanna give our background kind of a bluish side. I'm gonna give it that nice kind of light color, dark color. So I'm just gonna put it in rendering. Now as you see, as we're putting it in black, we can't actually see the the car. So what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna go back to solid. So what we're gonna do is that we are gonna add area lights to this. So I'm just gonna click on my tweak. I'm gonna click on top of the car. I'm gonna add a light probe. Let's add an aerial. So I'm just gonna drag this up, scale it big. We're gonna bring it in between so it could look like it's under the light, because it won't make sense if it's not under the light. So I'm just gonna bring it here like it's really under the light. So this will be very nice. I'm just gonna scale this up. I'm gonna increase the strength. Let's say about 900, or let's go with 988. So that's a good light, kind of. So if we go to our settings, but it's somehow kind of close. I don't like it because I want our car to be close. So I'm just gonna bring the car here. I'm gonna bring this here, give it a nice look. Then you see we have this really nice look of the car. So if we go to our render settings, you can see that we actually can see the car, and it's a really nice movement. So what I'm gonna do is that I am going to shift our camera. I'm gonna click here. So I'm gonna shift our camera like this, so we can actually see the car moving. I'm gonna bring our car down. So that's giving it a nice, good look. So I'm gonna bring this up a little bit so we can see the side of the light. And I want to increase our, our torch, our, the light for the car. So I'm going back to this. So let's kind of look for the lights, the headlights. Perfect. If I go here, I want to increase the headlights. Let's give the headlights so much color. But if we're gonna increase the headlights, let's take it down a notch. Because I don't like it, because the light is actually separating the color of the car from the light, from the body of the car. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna raise this. I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna reduce the the light settings so we can actually see most of the car, so it could only be. So I'm going to do that. I'm reducing it so that the torch of the car will actually, or the headlights will actually shine brighter. I'm just gonna reduce it so it will give us that nice look. So now if we go back to our settings, you can see that we are actually getting a nice kind of lighting here, and that's actually what I want. So this is really nice, what I wanted. So what we're going now is that we are going back to this, but I'm saying let's take this lighting a little bit lower. It's your choice. If you want to reduce it, it's your choice. I want to reduce mine because we already have so many light settings. I'm just showing you guys how it's gonna work. So I reduced mine to 386.6, so that's nice. So now we actually want to animate the the car, or how it's gonna move. Actually, we're not gonna animate the wheels because it will take time. So what I'm gonna do in this animation is that I'm gonna make it much better, because it's like this. You see, if we go with the y-axis, it's actually nice. So I want that kind of contrast. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to set my keyframe, the end, so about, let's go with 150. Click on that. So what I'm going to do, let me just get this back. So that's nice. So I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna click on my time frame. Let's go with 97. Now on 29.97. Now this will actually reduce the speed, or it can make the speed of the frame faster. That's why they're called frame rate. So I hope you guys learned something from this. So let's continue. So yeah, so we're gonna set our keyframe now. Let's go. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna click back. So our y-axis, I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna click the end here. Now I don't actually know what we're gonna do, so I'm just gonna go randomly. I'm gonna shift my mouse to see where we're gonna reach, and let's go with something here, because I don't want the camera to actually get everything full. Okay, so that's nice. So you just click that, then click here. Now if you see, if we press that, you can see the car is actually moving, so that's nice. I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna click here. Now if we go back to animation and we click on this, now if we click on this, you can see it's actually moving in a very nice direction. That's actually cool. So just to make things easier for us, we are going to create something like a dust mist or something like that to actually make it cool. But actually the car isn't doing anything, and I don't like that. So what we're going to do is very simple. Just watch and see. Okay guys, so this is what we're going to do. So now we have got this is gonna nice. Now if you see in the animation, the car is kind of moving kind of well, but the car is not having an effect here. There's no motion. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go back, touch here, left click. I'm gonna install a keyframe. I'm gonna go for location. Then we're just gonna click here on this animation body over here. I'm gonna go like that. And we're just gonna click here and we're gonna go to graph editor. Now we're just gonna delete this too, like that. We're gonna click on X, and we're just gonna click here, view and sidebar. Now we're just gonna click on, make sure it's on linear please. Let's go to modifiers. We're gonna add a noise modifier. Now if you see, when we go with the scale over here, let's get that. The scale over here, let's go with something like 20. Now if you see, if we click here, we have this cool nice animation, but that's too much. I don't want that, you know, kind of too much, which I actually like somehow, but I don't want that. So I'm just gonna reduce it, like let's say 1.6. It was too much, but let's go with something like, now for the strength, let's reduce the strength for like, let's go with 1.2. I'll give that kind of nice kind of movement over there. That's exactly what I want, but no, it's not moving that much, so maybe give it like 0.1. No, it's not. So let's go with, let's see if we get there. Let's go with 0.5. Oh yeah, that is good. So what we're just gonna do, let's just reduce it to 0.4 because I think that's good. So we're gonna go click here, restrict frame. Now we're gonna click here, just click forward 1. Now we're gonna click our frame. Our frame is 150. So let's go 150. Good. So we're just gonna click and drag. Sorry, click, drag. So let's go with 20 for the blend. So it can actually go with our motion with the car. Now if you see, if I click here, we have this cool nice movement here, what I want. That's, you know, nice, exactly what I want. So let's go back to layout. Yeah. So now that we have gotten that, now in the video you see that there's kind of a, you know, all these lights are disappearing, because if we leave it here like this, let's give it time. Now if you see in the video, like the, you know, lights actually move, but you know, the lights are just staying on one part. So that's the problem that we're gonna fix. So I'm just gonna go back here. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna zoom out, gonna go here again. So now we have our tweak here. I'm just gonna click here so we can get a tweak up in here. So I'm just gonna click add. We're gonna add a cube. I'm just gonna scale this cube big. Like what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna teach you how to use X-ray mode for this, which you can actually click on the vertices you want, and you can extrude them or, you know, scale them up. So we're just gonna go to edit mode. I'm gonna click on my cube first. I'm gonna go edit mode. Now we're gonna click on our X-ray. All we're gonna do is that we're just gonna slide down here. Just click like this. Now just click here. You don't need to click on the scale, just scale like that. That's nice. And we're just gonna, you know, go for the same here, up. Now let's go up, click on the vertices here, and we're gonna scale up. Now that's kind of, you know, nice mist we want there. So that's kind of, you know, cool, exactly. So that's nice. So if you see, that's good. So if we, you know, go back to object mode, and we click on this, and we, you know, go here. So let's go back. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to secure this cube over here. So that's kind of nice. I'm going to remove our X-ray so we'll be able to see what we're doing. Now in the video, if we click on render and just get it right, we got this kind of white light, which I kind of like. I kind of like. So I'm gonna change the color of our light because I want it to go with our car. I'm just gonna, you know, go with something like red. Yeah, that gives it a nice kind of bright color over there. Become nice. So I'm just gonna, you know, increase the lights. So able to get a kind of, you know, nice lights. That's kind of good. So I'm gonna click on our car and I'm gonna increase the headlight for this. You can get a kind of nice brightness. Now let's go with something like that. 36.100. We got a nice car, so that's cool. I'm just gonna zoom back. Okay, so that's kind of cool. We got our car here. Now in the video you see that the lights here are moving, so that's what we're gonna do right now. I'm just gonna go back, so I'm gonna click here. So what I'm gonna do now is that our cube here, we click on it. So we're gonna click here. Then with principal BSDF, we're gonna remove it because if we change it, we'll still have our principal BSDF. So we're gonna remove it and we're gonna go to volume, click on none. We're gonna click on principled volume. Now if you see, if we go to render over here, we have this kind of red, kind of foggy, thing here. So I'm just gonna see if we go to our camera view over here, we can't actually see our car. So if I go like, let's say about like 1.9, yeah, if we go with something like 1.0, we kind of get this nice kind of car we have here. But I want to reduce the kind of dusty mist, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's kind of nice. We have that kind of dusty mist because I still want some things to show. So let's let's reduce our V to 0.24. That's nice, but I still don't like the way it's going that well. Make our fog to be kind of gray. Let's go with something gray, yeah. So yeah, something like that, so we can be able to see the car. It's the car especially that I want to see. So I'm gonna click on our lights. We're gonna increase the brightness of our lights so we can actually see what's going on. That's nice. So I'm gonna click on our car. We're gonna increase the headlights so we can actually see what's going on. That's cool. So let's check. Yeah, everything's there. So yeah, we have it. So I think what we're gonna do now is very simple. We're just gonna go back. Now the finishing touch for this, finishing touch, we are almost there. But one thing I don't like about it is that we're kind of getting too much fog. As if we press here, you see how the lights kind of disappear a little bit, but I want much fog. It's not actually disappearing as I thought. So let's go back. I'm gonna increase principle and go here. I'm gonna increase it a little bit. Yeah, so now if you see, if we go here, kind of disappear. You see that? So that's exactly what I want. But in case of that, the fog is too much. Okay, so because of the fog is too much, I'm just gonna reduce the lights a little bit. So let's give it kind of nice, because I actually want the car to pop out. So this is a kind of nice color I want. That's cool. So because of that, I'm gonna increase our headlight a little bit and just give it a little bit of brightness. So that's good. I like that. So what you're gonna do now is very simple. You're gonna go here. So I'm gonna get this back. That's good. I'm gonna click here. So that is how to make your car animation in Blender. So if you like this video, you can leave a like and subscribe. So if you just want to finish it up, you can just render your image or your animation. and it will give you this kind of, you know, cool thing over here. I'm gonna just give it to do. Just give it time. Anytime that's in Eevee, always take time. Yeah, this is what comes out, and it's kind of cool. I like that. So if you like this video, you can leave a like and subscribe, and I would love it if you can leave a comment. I want to see someone try this, so I want to thank you guys so much. Adios.